Good morning, students. We are discussing Unit 2, rigid body in equilibrium. Equilibrium or rigid body in two dimensions. That is coplanar non-concurrent force system. Today, we are going to discuss type of supports and their support reactions, then numerical problems. So far, we have discussed only this type of supports. Support means here the surface, see the red color is a surface. The ball is body. So the body is contacted at surfaces. Therefore, we have chosen the A is the contact point. The body may be contacted a quarter surface or a half surface, but the maximum reaction at happening at A point. So we have chosen at a reference point A, that is reaction developing point. Okay, this is also one of the support. Okay, surface also here support. Now this also the ball is supported both vertically and horizontally. So wall, vertical wall. B is the vertical wall. A is the horizontal floor. Therefore, as per Newton's law, we applied reactions. At A point, the reaction vertical upward. At the B point, reaction towards right side. Because the ball is contacted left and bottom. Okay. And also see this ball, the weight is hanging. Weight is hanging or tied to the roof by using string or rope. So when the body is connected or tied, no, so there is only tension is acting. Okay, that's why tension is upward. See the A diagram. One weight is hanging from rope. Okay, therefore the tension is acting upward. The weight is downward. See the B diagram. The rectangular wooden block rest at A, and the wooden block tied to the B point. So B is the connected. Okay, not contacted, connected. That is by string. So tension is acting towards the point B. Reactions, the contact, no, A is the contact, surface contact. Therefore, reaction is acting upward. But in normal applications, in engineering application, you see the computer table. We are using computer table. The computer table bottom, the four corner, no, the four corner, there is a wheel is there. We have to say roller. Sometime in the skating player, no, they are using the bottom, the roller. So it's called roller supports. Okay, and also we are fixing any hanger, no, our shirt is hanger is fixing the wall by using that small rod. Okay, that is called fixed support. See here, we are using day by day, no, in our home or some places. Okay, that is called fixed support. Hanger is fixing on the wall. Fixed support. The table, computer table having a roller. Sometimes the washing machine, no, we have the bottom, the four roller, we are moving. Okay, that's called roller support. So the specific application, see, types of support, apart from this support, previous support, this is the specific supports we are using in engineering applications or day-by-day applications. Is here, roller support. This roller support is denoted by, see here, the bottom of the ball, a small roller. That means it can move horizontal. So when the support, what is the purpose of support? To holding the body, to prevent from fall down. Okay. See the representation by the roller support. You see the first the yellow color and the bottom roller. But its reaction is acting vertical reactions. So it resists vertical loads. What is the purpose of support? To hold the object, to resist the object from fall down. Okay. So the roller support gives only vertical reactions. Roller support gives vertical reaction. Next support, pinned support. Pinned support or hinged support. You see the sharp edge. The other example, we can the hinge support on the girls using the stud in the air, no, in the air, EAR. The stud, no, the stud is also called a pin joint or hinge support. HINGED, HINGED, hinge support or pin support. It also gives two reactions, horizontal reaction, vertical reactions. That means it resists the body from bell down, fall down to the horizontal, vertical. Okay. Next, fixed support. We are using hanger, no? Sometimes we are using hanger fixing on the wall. Okay, fixed support. Fixed support. So it gives the two reaction and moments, horizontal reaction, vertical reactions, and moments. Okay. This is called a fixed support. Simple support. Just we are holding in our head, we are holding sometime in the food packet or any cement packet, no? We are just lifting the cement packet to on head. So simply support. So these are generally, these are the four supports we are using. In day by day, you can see any support comes to this one. It may be roller support, it may be pinned support, at least it is a fixed support, and simply support. After seeing any real, you can see just putting on the table, just resting on the floor. This is called simple support. But roller is fixing, it's a roller support. Okay. Then say we have when the fixed support, no, we are using beam construction, fixing to the wall, fixed support. When you see the simple support, it has only one vertical reaction. When fixed support, it gives horizontal reaction, vertical reaction, and moment. That means it resists the body, both horizontal direction, vertical direction, and the turning direction. It opposes. So these are the representation of the support. The support name, roller support, pinned support, fixed support, simply support. Okay. See here, the free body diagram. When you have to say simply support, that is a reaction, only one vertical reaction. Students understand simply support. How do you represent? This is a simply support. See here, the fourth simply support. Just rest. The blue color is the body. Just the yellow color, no, the support. Just rest on the support. So it gives only one vertical reaction. RY, vertical reaction. Reaction Y direction. Okay, reaction means, every action equal opposite reaction. No, that's why support gives reactions. Then roller support. See the roller. When our roller is supported, it gives also only one vertical reaction. R, Y, vertical reactions. So roller upper gives only one reaction. Then hinged support or pin support. Hinged support or pin support. It gives two reactions. RX, RY. Students remember, whenever the word hinged support, pin support named, you have to draw two reactions. You see the shape. No, hinged support shape. This is like, see here, pin support. SAR edge or connected. Sometimes small pin is connected. There is a RX and RY. It gives two reactions. Then fixed support. See here, fixed support. This is a free body diagram. It gives two reactions, one horizontal reactions, one vertical reaction, and one couple moment. So mainly in engineering applications, we are using this type of support. Simply support, roller support, hinged support, and fixed support. You see the corresponding reactions, free body diagrams, Rx, Ry, couple M. The M means couple moment for fixed support. Hinged support, two reactions, Rx, Ry. Roller support, only one reaction. Simply supported, only one vertical reactions. So supports are used to provide suitable reactions, resisting force to beams or any body. Okay, what is the purpose of support? Resist the body from the fall down. Okay. Students understand? Simply supported, roller supported, hinged supported, fixed supported. The other diagram, the same represent. No, it's a fixed support. See here, fixed support, free body diagram, Rx. Here they mentioned AX, AY. So generally we are writing Rx, Ry, M. Pin support, two reactions, Rx, Ry. Roller support, only one reaction, Ry. The link is connected, no? See here, link. Or tension, we can say a reaction, tension, connected. Rocker support. rocker support, it gives also one vertical reactions. So the roller support is representation roller. So it gives one reactions, vertical reactions. The arrow mark vertical reaction. Pin support, the schematic representation, it gives two reactions, horizontal reaction, vertical reaction. And the fixed support, it gives one horizontal reaction, one vertical reaction, one couple moment. Simple support give one vertical reactions. So we have seen types of supports. Simply support, roller support, hinged support or pin support. Hinged support, other name pin support, and fixed support. Mainly four support we are using in our day-to-day application or engineering application. You can see anything. You can say whether it is simple or roller or fixed or hinged. Next, types of loads. So generally, load acting on the body, these are the three types of load is acting. One is concentrated load or point load. Second, uniformly distributed load or line load. Third, uniform varying load. You see the first diagram, the W, capital W, no, the load arrow mark downward. It is called point load. That is, load is acting on the body at a particular point. It is called point load. It is representation on arrow mark vertical downward, capital W. This is called point load or concentrated load. The load is acting on a body at a particular point is called point load. You see the bottom diagram. So here 3-point load, 300 Newton acting at B point, 500 Newton acting at C point, 800 Newton acting at load, no, load unit what? Newton. See, force into Newton, reaction into Newton, tension into tension. All are forces. Weight also force, reaction also force, tense also force, load also force. That is unit Newton. N means Newton. Force unit. Okay, 5 unit acting in C, 8 unit acting in D. These are the point loads. Point load or concentrated load. The load is acting on the body at a particular point is called point load. Now, see here, the second picture. It is a uniformly distributed load. This is the second diagram. The load is, see the curve like this. Uniformly distributed load. See, it is represented by small w. Students, point load represented by capital W. See here, the first diagram, W1, W2, W3. It is acting at a particular point. See here, the second diagram, that is called uniformly distributed load. Remember, uniformly distributed load. We can say shortcut UDL. UDL. That is called uniformly distributed load. The diagrammatic representation like this. And it is by small w. Students, small w Newton per meter. Point load Newton. Understand? Uniform distributed load, small w Newton per meter. The load is uniformly distributed throughout length of the beam, or uniformly distributed on the beam is called uniform distributed load. For example, if suppose same height person, 10 man, same weight, standing on the beam. 10 man, same height, same weight. Okay, it's called a uniform distributed load. Now see the third diagram. The diagram represents 0 to maximum. From 0 to left side 0, the load is 0. See, the load is gradually increasing, uniformly varying load. Uniformly varying load. This also represented by small w. Small w Newton per meter. Okay. So there is a generally on the beam. So beam is a horizontal. We know constructing our home, no? First, what we are constructing? We are constructing first foundation. This is column. The 4 column or 5, 6 column comes to vertical. Then we start constructing beam. Beam, what is the purpose of beam? It is a horizontal structural member. It is a horizontal structural member. It carries vertical loads. See, computer table, no, top table is a beam. Like a horizontal, no? Whatever you are using horizontal, you can say beam. In engineering point of view, anything horizontal, you can say beam. Okay. The computer table also beam because horizontal, no, supported by 4 rollers. Okay. Therefore, beam is a structural member, it carries vertical load. So there is subjected to 3 loads. Maybe point load, maybe uniform distributor load, maybe uniform varying load. So this is a representation of UDL, uniform distributor. Shortcut UDL. Students understand? UDL means uniformly distributed load. That is represented by small w Newton per meter. Then third load, uniformly varying load. The load is varying from minimum to maximum, from one end to another end. Maybe left to right or right to left. Uniformly varying load. Other name UVL. UVL, uniform varying load. See here, the uniform varying triangle, no? It looks like a triangle. See the last one, uniform. Similarly, in the UDL, you have to consider rectangle. See here, for example, suppose the beam diagram A, see here, diagram A. The 5 Newton per meter. Students, 5 Newton per meter. The load is uniformly distributed to up to 6 meter. Up to 6 meter. So whenever, students, one thing you have to mind it, whenever UDL, the UVL is acting, your first duty is you have to convert this UDL into point load or UVL into point load. Then only we can solve the problems. See here, the first diagram, diagram A, when UDL is acting up to 6 meter. So I want to convert point load. Very important step, I want to convert point load. See the diagram, this look like a rectangle. See that, the first diagram. See the rectangle means length. Length 6 meter, height 5 Newton per meter. Height 5 Newton per meter. See this diagram. So uniform distributed load. I want convert point load. How do you convert point load? It consider the UDL as a rectangle. Consider the UDL as a rectangle. Uniform distributed rectangle. So I am calculate point load. Point load equal to rectangular area. Point load equal to rectangular area. What is the rectangular area? Length into height. Therefore, L into small w. Students, now it converted to point load. That the point load where it is acting, the point load where it is, you have to locate after converting point load where it is acting, the middle of the rectangle. Students, middle of the rectangle. What is the middle of the rectangle? L by 2, L by 2. So keep in your mind, whenever UDL is acting, your first duty is you have to convert point load. How do you convert point load? Consider that this UDL as a rectangle. The rectangular area is called point load. See here, small w into L. Small w Newton per meter. Students, small w Newton per meter. Length meter. So meter cancel. So it becomes load Newton. Where it is acting? Middle of the rectangle. What is the middle of the rectangle? L by 2, L by 2. Are you understand? Nitish?
Sir, on mic problem, sir.
Okay, you understand this one?
Yes, sir.
So any UDL is acting, you have to convert point load. How do you convert point load? Consider the rectangular area. For UDL, consider rectangular area. So rectangular area, we know length into breadth or length into height. So here length L, height W. Therefore small w into L. So point load capital W equal to small w into L. Where it is acting? Middle of the rectangle. L by 2, L by 2 distance. Students understand? Arun Kumar, are you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So UDL is acting. First convert point load. The point load is where it is acting? Middle of the rectangle. L by 2 distance from L by 2 distance at the middle. Okay. Then now come to see. This is uniformly varying load. Uniformly varying load. This is also uniform varying load. Okay. This is uniform varying load. The maximum left side, minimum at right side. Here, left side minimum, right side maximum. So it look like what is the shape? Triangle shape. Students understand this is a triangle shape. I want to convert point load. I want to convert point load. So what I am doing? I am taking this UVL as triangle. Students, this UDL, UVL, uniform related consider as a triangle. What is a triangle area? We know half into base into height. Half into base into height. So half into base L, height small w. Understand? Maximum, no? So this is called point load. See, UDL rectangle, small w into L. For UVL is like a triangle, no? So triangle area, consider triangle, point load equal to, therefore half into base into height. So half into base means length here. Base of that is length, no? Into height is small w. So point load equal to small w L divided by 2. Okay, we converted point load. But where it is acting? See, in the rectangle, the load is acting in middle of the rectangle. So middle of the rectangle, we know L by 2, L by 2. Middle of the rectangle, we know L by 2, L by 2, we marked. But in the triangle, no. Triangle, what is the middle? You don't say L by 2 because it's, the shape is different, no. Generally, triangle formula, this is the triangle center formula. See here. This is the fruit one. This is center of the triangle. When triangle this orientation, so the center from the left side L by 3 and balance to L by 3. Similarly, when triangle look like this one, so from the left this distance 2 L by 3. So therefore balance L by 3. So this is a center for triangle. Students remember this center for right angle triangle. So we converted point load. How do you converted point load? We consider this uniform varying load is a triangle. So triangle area, therefore point load equal to triangle area, half into base into height. So half into L into W. Therefore the point load small w L divided by 2. Where it is acting? Center of the triangle. What is the center of the triangle? This is a formula. When this orientation, the center L by 3 distance from left side. So balance to L by 3 like this. So I marked here. See here. It may acted for this first diagram. This first diagram I converted point load half into WL by 2. Where it is acting? L by 3 distance. So balance to L by 3 distance. Suppose this is the shape. So from the left side 2L by 3. See here 2L by 3. Students remember, whenever UVL acting, he has to convert point load. How do you convert point load? Triangular area, half into base into height. Where it is acting? Center of the triangle. What is the center of the triangle? There is a two options. From left side L by 3 or left side 2L by 3. Based on the orientation. Based on, you remember this diagram. Students, you remember this diagram. This for uniform varying load. Suppose UDL acting is very simple. Rectangular area, length into height. Where it is acting? The point load, the middle of the rectangle. So point load, you see when point load is acting, no need to worry about. Just to keep say a point load. But UDL acting, UVL acting, this is the procedure. Converting point load and locating distance. That is your first duty. Any UDL is acting, convert point load and locate where it is acting. Similarly, uniform varying load. Similarly, uniform varying load, convert point load, then where it is acting. Like this. I clearly understand? Uday Kumar?
Yes, sir. Understand, sir.
Okay, okay. So these are the, we are discussing types of support. What are the different types of support? Or simply support. Simply means just touching. For example, we are lifting our food packet, 50 kg rice packet. No, putting under your head. That is called simple support. Whatever you are holding under your hand, not catching, holding, just rest. Okay, just rest. Is called simply support. Roller support. See the bottom. Whenever support, simply support, there is only one reaction. Roller support, only one reactions. Hinged pin support. Students, you see the shape. How do you identify pin support, hinged support? See the here second diagram. This whenever this shape given, so you have to consider say pinned support or hinged support. That is two reactions, Rx, Ry. And the fixed support. This is a fixed support. Third. By replacing the support, we are introducing reactions. Rx, Ry, couple moment. Then corresponding loads. Point load or concentrated load. The load is acting on the body at a particular point is called point load. Point load represented by capital W. This called is example of 300 Newton point load, 500 Newton point load, 800 Newton point, acting at different points. This called uniformly distributed load. The load is uniformly distributing on the body is called uniform distributed load. So whenever UDL is acting, you convert point load. How do you convert point load? Consider rectangular area. See here, 6 into 5. What is 6 into 5? Length into height. 30. Where it is acting? Middle of the 6. Okay, 3 meters, 3 meters, like this. Okay. So students always remember, any UDL is acting, first convert point load. So W into rectangular area, W into L. Where it is acting? L by 2 distance, L by 2 distance. Similarly, this uniform varying load. Any uniform varying load is acting, consider triangular area. Therefore, point load equal to half into L, half into W into L, small w. Where it is acting? Middle of the triangle. What is the middle of the triangle? This is the two formula. Whether this orientation, the L by 3 left side, or this orientation left side, 2L by 3. So balance L by 3. So you have to always remember this two shape. Okay. Now we are moving to problems, very simple problems. Arun Kumar, can you read the question?
Yes, sir. A simply supported beam AB of span 5 meter 5 m is loaded as shown figure. Find the resultant at A and B.
Find the
Reactions
at A and
at
B.
A.
And B. Okay. So you have to read the question twice. See, in this question, the example 12.1. See, I told you whenever I mention example, that is already I given the book PDF. It is available MS Teams. See, MS Teams, I loaded all the first 2 units notes. Example 12.1 is they mentioned automatically. They mentioned simply supported beam AB. Support means at both ends, simply supported at both end AB. Span SPN 5 meter. What is span? Span means students. Span means the middle of the support. Distance between two middle of the supports. If support A is here, no. Support A at A, support at B. See here. Here, what is the span means? For example, this take this diagram, the last diagram, the roller support here. Here is here also roller. So the middle of from this roller, middle of this support or this roller, that is called a span, SPN. Students understand? That's a span. Span means the length between two supports, middle of the two supports, length between two middle of the supports. Okay, span equal to 5 meter. We are always sometimes telling, no, the span of the life, SPN, span of the life. We do not know when we are going to die or dead. Okay, span means the birth to up to end, like this. Here the span means the middle of the support, under middle of the support. What is the distance? Middle of the support is called span. So 5 meter. Find the reactions. Okay. So our aim is to find the reactions. See the given diagram, everything they given mentioned diagram, simply supported. So generally simply supported, how many reactions? Students, simply supported means here, simply support, only one reaction. So in the diagram also two support at simply support. The diagram, two supporters, therefore RA, RB. Whenever you say support, it gives reaction. Students remember, whenever you say support, it gives reactions. That's why support A, RA. RA means reaction at A. RB means reaction at B. This what are T load? Point loads. See here, point load is acting 3 kilonewton at 2 meter, 4 kilonewton at 3 meter from left side, 5 kilonewton at 4 meter from left side, from left support. Okay. So they given everything. What they asked, find the reaction at A and B. Therefore RA and RB. So these forces are concurrent or not concurrent? Non-concurrent. Non-concurrent means acting at different places. Students, concurrent means all forces passing through a single point. Passing through single point is called concurrent force. Here, see here, all forces passing through not a single point, at acting different places. RA acting at A, RB is acting at B, 3 is acting in different places. Yes, this is called a non-concurrent force system. Students, remember, we are discussing equilibrium of rigid body in 2 dimensions. Equilibrium of rigid body in 2 dimensions. That means the forces acting at different places. That's called a non-concurrent coplanar. Coplanar non-concurrent force systems. So we want unknown values, RE and RB. So we know equilibrium equations. What is equilibrium equations? Already last class I have shown you. Summation of Fx equal to 0, summation of Fy equal to 0, summation of M equal to 0. Students, remember the equilibrium equation for coplanar non-concurrent force system. Summation of horizontal force must be 0. Summation of vertical force must be 0. Summation of net moment with respect to any point equal to 0. Then only we can say this given the body is in equilibrium. So we want a reaction. So you can directly take equilibrium. Assume you have to write assume the beam is in equilibrium. Therefore, the equilibrium equations are summation of H equal to 0, summation of V equal to 0, summation of M equal to 0. See, summation of H means what? Summation of horizontal force. The shortcut I am writing H. Otherwise, the other name summation of Fx. What is summation of Fx meaning? Force in x direction. F means force, x means x direction. Students, don't say summation of H. That means horizontal force. We are adding horizontal force. H means we are adding horizontal forces. Or other name summation of Fx. What is summation of Fx? Adding forces in x direction. Adding all force in x direction. Similarly, summation of V. Summation of V means don't say vertical. Summation of vertical forces. Vertical forces. Or other name summation of Fy. For adding all force y direction. F means force, y means y direction. That is vertical, no? That's shortcut. That's why I'm writing other name also. Then M. M means moment. Students, capital M means whenever in M means moment. So the summation of net moment at any point must be 0. Okay. Now we are using 3 equations. So I'm using first equation. Summation of H equal to 0. You see the picture. Any horizontal force is acting? Any horizontal force? Nitin? Nitin? Any horizontal force is acting? Louis?
No, sir.
No. Very good. Horizontal means you see the horizontal arrow mark, horizontal line. So no. Therefore, I'm directly written summation of H equal to 0. So directly I have written summation of H equal to 0. Now you see you go step by step. First you have to use first equation. So no horizontal force. Leave it. Come to second equation. Right? Second equation. Summation of V equal to 0. See, as you are adding as usual procedure, no. Summation of V means any force the positive y plus any force vertical downward minus like this. See here, what are the goes to positive y direction? RA goes to positive upward, no? Upward means graph y direction, no? Plus y direction. RA plus y. RB also plus y direction. Therefore, RA plus RB. See here, RA plus RB. 3, no, vertical downward direction. Downward means minus y, no, students? Therefore, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. See here, RA, y RA plus a is goes to plus y direction. RB also plus y direction. 3 is a minus direction, minus 3. Y minus, vertical downward, that is minus y direction. 4 also minus y direction, minus 4. 5 kilonewton also vertical downward, minus y direction. So here RA plus RB minus 3, minus 4, minus 5 equal to 0 because already we assumed the beam is in equilibrium. Students, we have already assumed, therefore finally you have to write equal to 0. Okay, therefore RA plus RB, here minus 3, minus 4, minus 7. Minus 7, minus 5, minus 12 equal to 0. So I'm taking out to the minus 12 right side. Therefore, RA plus RB equal to 12. Equation 1. Equation 1. So we have used the first 2 equations. Summation of H, no horizontal force. So I have directly written summation. No need. See, if any horizontal force not active, no need to consider first one. Then come to second. So I used the vertical force. Or I added article vertical forces. Plus y direction, positive. Minus y direction, negative. Then I added equal to 0. Then RA plus RB equal to 12. Equation consider 1. What is the third equation? Summation of M0. What is M? Moment. Students, I am telling, whenever you are taking moment, you have to choose reference point. Students, whenever taking moment, choose the reference point. And second point, which forces gives moment, which forces do not give moment. See, store your brain. Always remember, whenever taking moment, you have to first choose reference point. Then identify which forces are giving moment, which forces are not giving moment. Last class I told you. How do you identify the which force not giving moment? Any force comes to reference point or goes to reference point, goes for reference point, is does not give moment. Always keep in your mind, any force comes to reference point or goes to reference point. You see the arrow mark only. Sometimes the arrow mark may be long time, that's somewhere any time. But if the arrow mark goes to reference point, that does not give moment. Okay. So how do you identify any force not give moment? Any force comes to reference point or goes for a reference point does not give moment. This is the second point. Third point, then taking what is the moment? Force into perpendicular distance. Students, what is the moment? Force into perpendicular distance. So you have to identify clockwise or anti-clockwise. You have to identify clockwise or anti-clockwise. How do you identify clockwise, anti-clockwise? Put your, that is thumb finger at the reference point. Okay. The index finger, the force, where the force is there. Just a compass. You see the arrow mark, based on the arrow mark, you see that we are drawing that circle now by using compass. Just rotate. So, clockwise, anti-clockwise. Okay, watch is rotating based on, clockwise, anti-clockwise. So, clockwise means positive, anti-clockwise negative. So, you have to 3 point in your mind while taking moment. First, you have to choose reference point. Second, you have to identify which forces are not giving moment. Okay. Third one, you have to take moment. What is the moment? Force into perpendicular distance. Whether it is clockwise or anti-clockwise, you have to identify. So I'm using a third equation, summation. So I told you no. So you have to choose a reference point. So reference point for this type of problem, always choose reference point by support, first support. Okay. What is the first support? A point, a reference point. So for the calculating the reaction, no, you always select the first support wherever is there. Here two support. A is a RA and B is the RB reaction. So you can choose A or B. Here I am using always the support A. So I equation right, taking moment with respect to. Therefore I replace it. Summation of M, then summation of M equal to 0. Okay. So first step I followed. So I choose a reference point. Therefore I rewritten summation of MA equal to. That means what? With respect to A, all the moment value adding is must be 0. Then only we can say the beam is in equilibrium. Okay, I have choose a reference point. Now I am identifying which forces are not giving moment. See the diagram. Which force not giving moment? Only RA is not giving moment. Why RA not giving moment? It is acting reference point. Students, keep in mind, I am repeatedly, you are getting boring, I think. So see, any force acting towards reference point does not give moment. A is the reference point. So what are the forces comes to A or goes to A, go from A? Only RA. So RA does not give moment. Okay. What are other forces? See here. 3, 4, 5, RB. So our reference point A, students, reference point A, then force were 3. See here, 3 into 2 clockwise. So 3 into 2 clockwise. See, 4 into 3. Next one, 4 into 3. Why I am saying 3? 2 plus 1. Reference point A, no. From reference point, where the force acting. That is a distance. So the distance, the 4 kilometer here, but the distance is how much distance? 2 plus 1. So 4 into 3 clockwise. And next, 5. 5, what is the distance? 2 plus 1 plus 1. Therefore, 5 into 4 clockwise. How do you identify clockwise? Put your that index, the thumb finger at A and index finger at 5. Just rotate. So 5 into 4. Next, see the RB. RB acting here, but is perpendicular, no, with respect to A. So it is rotating anti-clockwise. RB into how much distance? 5 meter. See here. Minus RB into 5. Why I am putting minus? Anti-clockwise. From A to the distance B point, no, 5 meter. That's why I see always consider distance reference point to where the force acting. Our reference point A here. our force is acting at a 5 meter distance. Therefore, RB into 5 anti-clockwise. Okay, plus 3 into 2. Why I am putting plus? Clockwise 3 into 2. Then 4 into 3. Then 5 into 4. See here. 3 into 2 plus 3 into plus 4 into 3 plus 5 into 4 equal to 0. Students, be careful. I have taken reference point always support A. Then therefore I have written summation M equal to 0. Now I am taking moment. So with respect to A, from reference point, how much distance the force is acting? Whether 2 or 3 or 4. See here, the first force 3. From reference point 2 meter. Therefore 3 into 2. The second force 4 kilonewton. What is the distance from reference point? 2 plus 1 or 3. That's why I have written here 4 into 3. Then 5 is acting here. What is the reference distance? From reference, how much distance? 2 plus 1 plus 1, 4. So 5 into 4. Students, always remember the reference point to where the force acting equal to 0. So we know minus RB into 5. Okay. Then 3 into 2, 6. 4 into 3, 12. 5 into 4, 20. See here. 6, 12, 20. So 6 plus 12 plus 20 plus. So 6 plus 12, 18. 18 plus 20, 38. So I have taken out right side. Therefore minus. Therefore we know minus minus cancel. Therefore RB into 5 equal to 38. Therefore 5 RB equal to 38. Therefore RB equal to 38 divided by 5 equal to 7.6 kilonewton. Very simple. So we have already equation 1. RA plus RB equal to 12. So I am applying RB in equation 1. So RB in equation 1. So RA plus RB equal to 12. RA plus 7.6 equal to 12. Therefore, RA equal to 12 minus 7.6. Therefore, the final answer RA equal to 4.4 kilonewton. Very simple, no? What you have followed? The given diagram. They asked what is the RA and RB. So we have assumed equilibrium. Already I told you know equilibrium equations. So summation of H equal to 0, summation of V equal to 0, summation of Z. Why I am writing this equation? This is equilibrium equation for rigid body. It's a standard condition. Equilibrium equation for rigid body in 2 dimensions. Okay. I think I explained more for these problems. So you have to first write the summation of H. No horizontal force. Leave it. Then adding summation of V equal to 0. What is the summation of V? That is plus Y direction positive, minus Y direction negative. So RA, RB plus Y direction. 3, 4, 5 vertical downward minus direction. So minus 3, minus 4, minus 5 equal to 0. So I got equation 1. Next moment equation, third equation M equal to 0. I told you have to choose the reference point. Always support A is the reference point for this type of problems. So put A is the reference point. So I rewritten R summation M equal to 0. Then which force do not give moment? Any force comes to reference point does not give moment. So here RAS comes to A. So don't consider RA. What are other forces? 3 into 2 clockwise. 4 into 3 clockwise. 5 into 4 clockwise. RB into 5 anti-clockwise. That's why I got a minus. Minus means anti-clockwise. Plus means clockwise. What is the moment? Force into distance. Students. See here summation of V means you are adding only forces. Students, summation of V means adding forces. RA plus RB. Minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. That is adding forces. Moment means force in distance. Moment means force in distance from reference point. So minus RB, RBY minus anti-clockwise. RB into 5, 3 into 2, 4 into 3. So we got answer. Okay. Students understand? Nidin? Louis, sir, understand this problem?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So we move to next question. Very simple question. Last question. Can you read any?
Okay.
Uday Kumar, can you read the question? Read it. Louis,
Yes,
read
sir.
it. Read it.
Luis Parra.
Okay. A simply supported beam AB of the span 6 meter is loaded as shown in the figure. Determine the reactions RA and RB of the beam.
Okay. See the here additionally see here the C to E UDL is acting. Students UDL. I told you know when UDL is acting, consider rectangular area. Consider rectangular area means converting point load. How do you convert point load? Length into height. What is the length? 1.5 meters. Say up to CE UDL. So 1.5 into 2. What is the value? See here 1.5 meter into 2 kilonewton per meter. So meter cancel. So 1.5 into 2, 3 kilonewton. Understand? So where it is acting 3 kilonewton? The middle of 1.5. Students, this problem is additionally given UDL. I told you UDL is considered rectangular area, 2 into 1.5. So 3 kilonewton. Where it is acting? Middle of 1.5. See, same diagram, same, only they asked the same questions, RE and RB. The additionally the UDL is given. See here, next diagram. So I converted UD 2 kilometer into 3. How 3 kilometer came? 2 into 1.5, 3. Where it is acting middle of the 1.5 distance. So other thing, everything is same. Same, we know equilibrium equation. Summation H0, summation V0, summation M0. So no horizontal force. See here, no horizontal force. Leave it. Come to second, summation of V equal to 0. Vertical force. Adding all vertical force. RA plus RB minus 4 minus 3 minus 1.5. See here. RA plus RB minus 3 minus 4 minus 1.5 equal to 0. So adding forces, students, adding forces, any force goes to plus y direction, positive. Any force goes to negative y direction, minus. So RA, RB goes to plus y direction. Therefore, RA plus RB then equal to 8.5, equation 1. Now third equation, I told you, you have to choose a reference point. Which is the reference point? A is a reference point because support A is acting. Now I have to add it, which force do not give moment? RA is not giving moment. Why RA not giving moment? It comes to the A, that is reference point. So what are other forces? See here. RB into total distance. Student 6 meter, no, total distance. See here, total distance. 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. So total 6. RB means anti-clockwise. RB into its distance minus. Minus means anti-clockwise. RB into 6. Then 4 into 1.5. See the figure. 4 into 1.5. Reference point. Students, with respect to reference point, take moment. 4 into 1.5. Then 3 into 1.5 plus 0.75. Students, 3 into, what is the distance? 1.5 plus 0.75. 2.25, no. That's why here, 3 into 2.25 kilonewton. Next, 1.5, what is the total distance? 1.5, 0.75, 0.75, 1.5. That is totally 4.5. So, 4 into 1.5, 3 into 2.25. How 2.25? 1.5 plus 0.75. From reference point to how much distance? Okay. Then for next one, 1.5. 1.5 into how much distance? See here, 1.5 into how much distance? 1.5, 1.5, therefore 4.5. Okay, equal to 0. So, after simplifying, 4 into 1.5, 6. 3 into 2.25, 6.75. 1.5 into 4.5, 6.75. Adding all this, so take note this side. RB into 6 minus 19.5. Therefore, RB equal to 19.5 divided by 6, 3.25 kilonewton. So RB 3.25 kilonewton. So already we have equation 1. RA plus RB equal to 8.5. So RB 3.25. So after simplification, RA equal to 5.25 kilonewton. What is the difference for previous question? This question, the additionally UDL given. Students, UDL acting up to C to E. Therefore, you have to convert point load. How do you convert point load? Rectangular area. 2 into 1.5. Therefore, 3 meter, no, 3 kilonewton. See here, 2 kilonewton per meter into 1.5 meter. Meter cancel. So 2 into 1.5, 3 kilonewton. Where it is acting? Middle of this 1.5. What is the middle? 1.5. Therefore, I divided 0.75, 0.75. I think clearly you have understand. So today we discussed what are the different types of support. Roller support, pinned support, fixed support, simply support. Okay. See, this also simply support. Yeah, just resting, no? The ball is resting. So only one reaction. Students, this also simply support. See here, this also simply support. Is supported at A and supported at B. Okay. So for reactions. See, this is hanging, the tension only. Here tied, the left side tied, not heavy. So we discussed generally roller support, pinned support, fixed support, simply support. When pin roller support, there is only one reaction. Simply support, only one vertical reaction. See, support means reaction, no? Every action equal to opposite reaction. So the support replaces with reactions. Then hinged support, pin support, RA and RX, RY, two reactions. Fixed supports. Then we started about different types of loads. Point load, Uniform distributed load, uniform variant load. UDL is acting, you convert into a point load like rectangular area, then locate the distance L/2 to L/2. Where is the middle of the rectangle? Similarly, UVL acting, consider triangle area. What is the triangle? Point load equal to triangle area, half into W into L, small w into L. Where it is acting? Middle of the triangle. What is the middle of the triangle? L/3 to L/3. Then we solved two problems. Then we discussed the coming class next problems. Very simple problem, students. Keep in your mind what I told it to you for that moment, taking moment. Okay.